Wow, shit.
Hey, y'all, I'm Mitzi.
I'm Molly.
They've got to watch episode 6, right?
We just recorded it and we laughed a lot.
I know. It was a good laugh, too. I hadn't had that in a long time.
Had a surprise. Christian had us a surprise. He had contacted
Somebody.
somebody
We're not going to tell
from a
them.
previous episode, and we didn't know. And now we can take call-ins. We didn't know that either. So now we can have some friends call and talk, and we can interview them and all the things, just like we just kind of interviewed, kind of a spontaneous interview with
That person.
that person.
We're not going to tell their name.
We talked about brain fog.
Yes. I'm
Remember
surprised.
that?
I'm surprised we even remembered what we did just about 5 minutes ago.
We talked about brain fog and how kind of the reasons for it and how it's something we struggle with and why, and gave a great product review.
Right.
So tune in to episode 6.
And there's a lot of surprises in this episode.
Some stuff had to be squeaked out, but hey, it happens.
Did you say squeaked out?
Isn't that? Isn't that what we're doing now?
I guess. I thought you were talking about something else, but that other surprise.
Oh. There's that surprise too. There's lots of surprises on episode 6. Watch it.
Yes. Subscribe if you can. Don't if you can't.
Let's say it together.
Oh.
Subscribe if you can.
Do it one more time.
Subscribe if you can. Don't if you can't.
Well.
Shoot.
Mollie and Mitzi and Molly. One thinks she's smart and one thinks she's funny.
Which one is which? You'll never know. Let's just listen to the show. Let's just listen to the show.
Do that. Oh, wait. I want you to do this.
6.
No.
Episode 6.
Why does that one not work?
It just don't. Episode 6.
Are we recording?
4 plus 2 is 6. Yeah.
Well.
Okay. I hope everybody's been watching episodes 1 through 5.
Yes.
Oh.
We've had some feedback, though, right?
Got some feedback. Feedback. That's on a movie.
I don't.
Give me some feedback.
Is it okay? What movie?
I'm not sure.
You don't know because I don't. You know I don't know.
It is a movie. Feedback.
Okay, so
Is
feedback.
it Bad Mama? Okay. Anyway,
So someone talked to you, about their song.
well, just a while ago, actually, right before we started recording, we had a listener that today's kind of a rainy day here in Florence, and I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted. And she said that her husband suggested another pooping song for when you're in the restroom, if you want to sing a song to get people distracted.
Right.
And it was, I fell into a burning ring of fire. You know, and then it goes on and says, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire. So I guess that's maybe if you ate
Hotwings.
jalapenos.
Well,
Jalapenos.
that reminds me of a story one time.
Okay.
When I was pregnant with our first child, I wasn't a very big, I didn't want wings or anything, but for some reason I was like, hey, yeah, I'll eat those. I was like eating whatever. And there was a Roosters. Wasn't it Roosters, Matt? And they would have, well, he's smelling our review thing.
Need that
Let me move
stick.
that. So, anyway.
To smell it. Can you lay down? We started talking and you
I know. He's been so good.
I wanted to hear the rest of the story.
Okay.
And now.
Well, every Tuesday, Roosters would have 25-cent wings.
Where was Roasters?
It was over there by Winn-Dixie.
Yeah.
The place.
I remember that.
That little shopping
yeah.
center.
I do remember that.
Matt still calls it Winn-Dixie shopping
I do
center.
too.
But it's not there anymore.
It's a thrift store, but
Right.
it was Winn-Dixie.
So on Tuesdays, they would have 25-cent wings. And we would order wings, and Matt's friend would come over, and I would order wings for all of us. Well, no, usually Matt would order them. And then he was like, hey, Mitzi, will you order us some wings? I said, sure. What do you want? Because I knew I wanted like the honey barbecue. And he was like, well, I want them hot. I was like, hot? He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I call up, like, hey, I need to get this many of the honey barbecue, and I need so many blah, blah, hot. And she was like, so you want them suicide? I said, sure.
Oh, no.
He told me hot, and she went to suicide. So I was like, okay, well, maybe that's what that's supposed to be. I picked them things up. I mean, on the drive home, like my eyes are starting to water a little bit in the car.
Just from smelling
from
them?
the heat. Mm-hmm. So I walk into our house, and they were like immediately, what did you just buy? Because you could smell them. And his friend's like, well, we got to do this. We've got to eat. And he's like, we got to eat them. And he's like, they're burning going down, but they're probably going to burn coming out.
Burn going down.
And so he probably was singing the Ring of Fire.
Well, let's ask him.
Burn.
How'd it feel coming out?
It was hot.
Did it burn, burn, burn?
The Ring of Fire.
Well,
Yeah.
We had a friend also tell us he ate some hot wings that were so hot one time his nose bled.
Ooh.
That was the same friend that got wienered.
Oh, yeah.
He said his nose started bleeding.
That's weird.
It might have been at Buffalo Wild Wings when you try that hot stuff and the hottest hot, and then his nose started bleeding. I do not know anything about that. I don't like hot stuff. And I like like a little bit spicy, but I don't like real hot.
I can't do that. It'll bother me out. And some people will sweat when they eat stuff that's really hot.
Yeah.
I start sweating. Mm-hmm. I had another lady stop me at the ball field and talked about episode 2, and that when she goes to the restroom, she's checking to see where she is on the chart.
Well, we all should.
But I don't think I want that to be the way someone thinks about me.
I think of you, I think of the stool chart.
Yeah, I don't want that to be my legacy.
At least they're checking out their. You know what?
They're trying to be healthy. I get it.
If when you're 96, if you pass away and I'm 94, I will get a Bristol stool chart and I'll put it up beside the casket just because that's what everybody remembers you by.
Okay.
I think that'd be
I think
great.
just put it in there with me. I'll just,
yes.
and just hold it.
Don't forget.
Okay.
That's what it'll say. Don't forget about the stool chart.
Well, I forget a lot of things.
Hey. Me too. Do you remember what our episode is about today? You remember what our episode about today?
Probably not remembering things.
It is. I feel
Brain
like it is
fog.
a common thing because lots of people we talk to
They
have
had
the
the
same.
yes. I think it may be our age, maybe. I mean, I can write stuff down and I still forget about it. Or, I mean, we've talked about this before. I have to put a reminder in my phone just to water my plants. Man, I'm glad I don't have to put a reminder in my phone to feed my kids.
I know.
They'll tell me.
I have alarms. I have about probably 10 that go off throughout the day because I will lose track of time, which I think that's normal when you're in a classroom and distracted.
Right, because
and stuff,
you're teaching and you're doing things.
But just like, so here's a story. And it really, really bothered me. Like the whole thing bothered me because I was so foggy. Like I couldn't, I was trying so hard to remember. And used to, I could do like acronyms to help me remember stuff. Like I got to go to the grocery store and I got to get CSS. And I would remember that stands for like coffee, sugar, and sour cream. Like I could remember those 3 letters and then I would be reminded, oh yeah, CSS,
So-
coffee, sugar, sour cream.
That's what you did?
I've done that for years and years.
Really?
And sometimes when
You
he goes,
just
I might
make
remember.
a list?
No, I can remember those letters. The other day, it was CGG. And I couldn't remember what the second G was.
Coffee and...
It was coffee. And the other G, garbage bags. And I could not remember that third
Goat
G.
cheese?
No, it was not goat cheese.
Have you ever had goat cheese?
I don't like it. It tastes like goats. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Wait.
It's terrible. I don't really know what a goat tastes like, but if a goat had a taste, then that's what it would taste like.
So do you think that they taste like what they might smell like?
Yes. It's awful. I can't even stand it on my salad. If you say goat cheese.
So you think goat cheese, is it stinky?
Yeah, it stinks.
Didn't we have goat cheese before, Matt?
I got some in the refrigerator right
I
now.
don't even know.
But it's not because I bought it. Somebody gave it to me. Okay, my other G I could not remember.
All right.
And I was like.
What else it could be?
It would.
Gatorade.
That would be a good one, but it wasn't.
No.
You know what it was?
I don't know. Mr. Goodbar.
No. That is
Goobers.
so...
They were candies.
I didn't buy any of those.
They start with G's. Well, Mr. Goodbar, there's Mr. that starts with the M, but then Goodbar. No? Okay.
No, it was not that.
Okay. Gum.
No.
Okay. I'm just going to stop. What? Just tell me what the other G was, please. What was it?
It was glasses.
Oh.
Because I get mine at Dollar General because I'm rich. And
Sorry.
what happened was...
Didn't think of glasses.
I went to pull my glasses out. We were at the hospital not too long ago, and I went to pull my glasses out, and one of the lenses was out. And I was like, I can't have anything nice. These were $1.25. I can't have nothing. So I had to go buy me some more. That's what it was. It was glasses.
Matt's dad went their whole meeting with one of his lenses out of his glasses.
I could not remember that other G. And here's another story.
He thought he was having a brain tumor or something because he couldn't see. I don't want to.
So here's another time this reminder came up in my phone because I thought I'll set a reminder.
Okay.
That'll help me, you know. And somebody told me, hey, set a reminder. And it was for the 21st of April, I think. I still remember that day for some reason. Set a reminder for the 21st to remind you of this. So it was the 21st, and it came up HBD. And I remember clearly somebody saying, put that in your phone for the 21st so you won't forget. So here it comes, HBD, and I was like, it was bothering me because whoever told me to do it said it was important. And I could not.
The 21st?
It was the 21st of April, and I couldn't remember.
Happy birthday, Drew.
I couldn't remember. When it came up, I was at school, and I was like, because I think it was a work day or something. Anyway, the kids weren't there, and I was like, this just came up on my phone. What does that mean? And I remember somebody telling me it was important. So I went on hours. It bothered me really bad. Because I just put letters because I thought, oh, I'll remember.
So what was it?
Well, it was happy birthday decorations because I had to buy some for a family member
Happy birthday.
before we went on a trip. And then I remembered who told me to do it. Who told me to put that in my phone?
Who was it?
Me. I remember talking to myself and saying, Molly, put that in your phone. It's
Like
important.
Molly. Remember.
And I thought, it was me.
So did you answer yourself?
I said, okay, and I did it. And then when it came up, it took me forever to even remember, but like brain fog is serious.
Oh, yeah.
You can remember stuff from years ago, right?
Mm-hmm. But I can't remember. I mean, we were just talking about something today. Like, when did we do this? Well, it was last week, and I couldn't remember the day.
Does it seem like your age, like when you look back and you think about ages, maybe your 20s, it's hard for that whole time seems like a fog to me. Do you think it's because we're stressed during that time or what?
I don't know. I mean, I remember I had my first child at 26. And sometimes I feel like I forget things like when she was real little.
Yeah. You think it's because we were so overwhelmed? We were trying to establish ourselves financially and get going in the job force and our
And I
careers
think a lot of
and
times,
children.
I mean, we rush for them to get to the next milestone, like, you know, walk or, you know, first crawl, and then we want them to walk and we want to do this and we push them or we rush them through it sometimes.
And you forget. You forget to be present.
I think so. You're looking for the next thing, like what's
Right.
coming up next.
So we can't remember that. We can remember stuff from when we were younger, but just today, I feel like I have extra memory loss. And it's not just the little things like I walked into the room. Why did I go in there? What's the final G on my CGG? It's like important stuff that I forget.
I can remember like, making appointments, doctor's appointments or dentist appointments and things like that and remembering the day. And now I make those for my family or whatever and I completely forget. And so I have to write everything down.
I do too. I have to write stuff.
Even forget it after I write it down.
I have Post-its everywhere, reminders, all the things, and I still
So why do you
forget.
think we do this?
Well, I did look some stuff up, just like because I don't think this is just us. I think this is a lot of people.
Well, I hope it's not just me.
Well, it's me too. So there's two.
So it's just two of us.
100% of us
Right.
forget
2 out of
stuff.
2.
Okay, that's right. Middle-aged women, which that's
Us.
us. Middle-aged women often experience increased brain fog due to hormonal changes, particularly during perimenopause and menopause, as estrogen and testosterone levels fluctuate and decline. Could be hormonal fluctuations, like I just said, stress, sleep disturbance, vitamin and mineral deficiencies.
Well,
I'm thinking just fluctuations in hormones.
definitely. I mean,
I think that's what it is. Do you think COVID affected all this?
it could have to a certain extent. But that's always been around. I mean, the hormone thing of women going through different the change.
And forgetting stuff.
I think that's always been around. And it may be more, we may be more forgetful or have more brain fog now because our lives are so much. I mean, we're just busy. There's so much going on.
Stressed, overwhelmed.
Than our parents probably. I don't think our parents were as busy as we are. I mean,
Well, when we were younger, we had if your kids were involved in stuff or we were involved in stuff, we had youth ball. That was it.
right.
There weren't
you didn't
other
have travel,
options.
You didn't have all that stuff. Yeah.
So there's just so many options now, which is good. And then you got technology, which I feel like crowds it even more. Do you think technology could be one of the contributing factors? Our brain is so full of notifications and
Well, I can remember I would know all of my friends' phone numbers right here.
Mm-hmm. I still do know some of them.
And now, but now we just have to look at our phone because it's all programmed in our phone. There's sometimes I have to even look. I know this is bad, but I get my kids' phone numbers mixed up sometimes.
yeah.
Wait. This one's this one, this one. I have to look at my phone. But used to, I could memorize everyone's phone number, all my friends.
We had well over 20 people's phone numbers memorized.
Oh, yeah.
But we didn't have an area code either. Remember?
Oh, yeah. Do you remember we had you had a Route 5 number? I mean,
Route 5, box 604, whatever.
Your address, yes. And then it changed.
Yep.
To what they call it, 911.
Why did they change that?
They said it was 911 addresses or something.
Remember
like that? Something, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. I think, let's see.
The route number was for the mailman, and then they created the 911 for all emergency vehicles and stuff.
So everybody could find you. Ours was Route 5, box 182.
I think we had a Route 9, box 603, but I don't remember which house that was. It's just like those things get engraved in your mind, and then I feel like that part of our brain, I know it's not literally, but I feel like it's, how when you don't use a muscle, it becomes weaker.
Well,
so
yeah.
that part of our brain, we don't use it because we have these.
You're right.
So it's becoming weaker. And our memory is just, it's not strong. It's like a muscle that's just not used.
That's true. I mean, because we have it at our fingertips with our phone. We don't have to use that. I mean, it's just like anything else. Math. I mean, if you don't keep practicing those math skills, you're going to lose those math skills and you have to reteach yourself. But, I mean, I have everything here I need. Mm-hmm. So, that's part of it. And it is goes with everything
concerning.
else. With our age and things like that.
It's very concerning, actually, to me when I forget important things.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily birthdays and stuff, but even like meetings at school, I'm like, oh my goodness, I had that meeting at whatever. And if I don't have it written down, I don't know. It just bothers me that I can't remember stuff. And I do feel like, I don't know if it's more common in men or women.
I don't know. What about you guys?
Do y'all have brain fog?
Absolutely. I remember everything.
Oh, Matt does not. Christian does.
Matt is lying.
Do you always, this room is for truth only.
I've never forgotten anything.
Do you remember what that girl's name was? That was our, we were at a hotel and she was like our guest services lady. Do you remember her name? What was her name? She kept messaging you saying, if you need anything, let us know.
I do.
What was her name?
I know her name.
I do too.
I do too.
Hang on, give him
But who doesn't
flower? What is a plant?
Her name was Flower?
No.
Flower.
It was a plant.
It's a plant.
She kept texting you over and over. She was very hospitable.
Ivy.
Yeah.
Yes,
See?
Ivy.
It
Good.
was there. You just had to pull it out.
So
of
he
it.
doesn't forget anything.
Oh, nothing. Let's try asking something else. Mm-hmm. What else, Kenny? Let's see.
I'm trying to think some things I could ask him. I don't. Oh, Graham, bless him.
Sorry, he's making some noise.
It's okay.
What else can we ask him?
I'm trying to think.
What's the first car you remember your family driving?
Oh, he probably knows that stuff.
My dad's little Toyota Tercel or something like that.
Color was it?
Like a beige color.
I was thinking like a teal green. You remember those? They were like teal green. Those ugly. They were kind of ugly.
What's the first car your family drove you remember?
I can't remember. Just straight up, I can't remember. Like I'm not as good as y'all on the long term memories. Even short term memory, I can't.
My short term memory is so bad. My long term is okay. I'd say mediocre at best.
So, what was your first car? Your parents that you can remember?
First one I remember is my dad having a black Blazer. I think it was black.
Oh, we had a station wagon.
Oh, nice.
And it was maroon and had like the wood grain down the middle.
Yeah.
Do you remember moments getting into that car, or do you remember seeing pictures and that kind of triggered your memories?
I remember getting in the car.
I remember getting in the car.
We would roll the windows down.
Did y'all get a Christmas tree on top?
No, we would jump in it like Dukes of Hazzard. My mom would be
Duke
so
boys.
mad. Duke boys.
I'm crazy, dude,
We went
boys.
crazy.
I remember getting in Dad's Blazer and it smelled like the paper mill because that's where he worked.
Ooh, that bad stunk.
Yeah, it was, but he didn't smell it because he was so used to it. It smelled like money to him, I guess.
I
Yeah.
still remember my best friend's phone number from kindergarten.
Do you? I remember my number. Do you remember your number?
I've had so many numbers. I've moved so many. That's part of my memory problems. I think I've moved so much.
I bet it was 8675309.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, if you asked me something from yesterday, I would not remember.
Short term is bad, long term's good.
Correct.
I mean, it's concerning, growing problem. But I guess
He
nothing
can't
else is
remember what he
normal.
ate yesterday, but he could tell you how many points they scored or the
Against
time
so-and-so.
in when he's in high school, or you were like, what, T-ball.
I mean,
You know,
it's
like,
what you're interested
little
in, I
things like that.
guess. I guess it's whatever you're interested in, you remember that. If you enjoyed it, if it brought joy, you remember that. If it brought trauma, you remember that. But all that other stuff that's just kind of in the gray,
I think a lot of times, I mean, you said trauma, but sometimes people
sometimes they block it out.
can black out of that thing. Like they don't remember. They don't
If it's
remember
traumatic,
things.
you can block it out.
Well, trauma has caused me to block time periods out.
You don't mean to do that, but you just can't remember
I
it.
think your brain does it sometimes to protect you.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Well, so basically from 2002 to 2026. Oh, this is not 26.
What are you talking about?
2025.
Your marriage.
So basically, all that trauma, you just got it blocked out.
All that
And then
trauma.
COVID, the past 2 years, 3 years, wait, no, 5 years. When I had COVID pretty bad.
It was bad. 2020, I think. It was really bad. And I think that's affected you some health in some different ways too. I don't know if that's it or not, but anyway, okay. I mean, that's kind of all we wanted to talk about today. We're going to kind of keep it short and sweet. And
right. I mean, they just need to watch this episode and what was our last one? Cinco?
Episode 5.
What's this one? 6? So that is what?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis.
So you had to go in order. Did you know what 6 was in Spanish without going in order?
I had to say it. Sometimes I have to say it.
I know.
Sometimes I have to still have to say my ABCs.
I had a kid ask me the other day, you know how we play Uno? So they said, in Spain, do you think they play the game and they call it one? And I was like,
never thought.
Maybe. I don't know. One?
Maybe. Why is it called Uno?
Well, because when you have one card.
I know that Uno is one, but was it made in another country that speaks Spanish as their language?
I don't know.
We need to look that up.
I don't know the history of the game Uno.
Why is Uno called Uno?
But they want to know in Spain if the game was called one. And I kind of laughed. I thought that was funny. I never thought about it.
Why is the game called Uno?
Well, it's going to tell you because of one card.
And I know, but
maybe where did it?
The inventors were Merle and Ray Robbins. They do not sound Spanish.
No. They're not from Mexico.
Merle and Ray chose the name because it sounded nice.
There's your answer.
And the rule of yelling Uno helped to reinforce the game's name during gameplay. So they just thought, this sounds good. We're going to go with it.
It just sounds fancy.
At first, it was sold out of his barber shop, but he and Marie soon developed a plan to travel the country and sell their game. That's all.
What year was that?
Well, let me go back.
Not go back. I want to know the year that was invented.
So you see that? You think a Spanish man named it
Octo in Spanish anyway.
Oh, yeah, that's Ocho.
I'm so sorry.
I think I was caught off guard a little bit.
Oh, God.
Well,
I want to see our face expressions when he said that.
I was like,
I might got tears.
me too.
Oh, me. Okay. I don't know that answer. Did you?
Did you just fart?
That was terrible. You've got to cut that. You just farted on the thing. It was not me. What did you do? You reached over in that chair.
Graham smelled it. He went there to you, Mitzi.
It wasn't me.
You farted. He smelled it.
Oh, shoot.
What did you just smash there? Cheer. What in the... Graham, get that out of there. Did you buy a fart machine?
No, my friend shipped it from Antarctica. Sorry. It was just a good time to do
mascara
it.
is like going.
We'll have to go back to that question because it was loaded. So do you think...
Wait, so you planted a fart machine under my seat?
I did.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know, but it was funny. I thought that was a good time because it didn't interrupt our talking. And we were laughing anyway.
Oh, gosh.
But that sounds like a...
So here.
That sounds good. Hey, Graham. He's like, what's going on over here? Look. Okay. Well, sorry.
Goodness.
That was just a lot of laughter. And I don't know that we can even play what was just said, but we can show that something was said and we were laughing.
It's going to be censored. Bad.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine.
I hadn't laughed that hard in a while. That was good.
It's harder to laugh when you can't. I mean,
What?
it hurts more when you're not.
When you're trying to hold
not
it in?
I was trying not to laugh real hard, but I did.
Oh, I did too. I like my eyes.
What was the question again?
No. Mm-mm.
Did a Spanish
No.
man
No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
named the Octo
No, you can't even. Wait, we're not.
instead of an American.
And then the answer is I don't know.
Oh.
Okay.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Why would you plant a fart machine
Well,
under my seat?
a friend gave this to me and she wanted me to use it on some different things, but I thought it'd be good to use on the show because we talked about it. And we like to bring stuff back up and, try to encourage people to go back and listen to previous episodes. And one of them we told about
That was bad.
I know it was long.
It's right under my seat. I appreciate it so much.
Sound like you need to go down there and
the
let out
bathroom?
one of your numbers on the chart.
Oh,
Okay, I'll quit. That's a good one. It's so good. All right. Well, today we kind of wanted to keep it short and sweet, talk about brain fog because we couldn't remember everything we wanted to say.
yeah.
And,
We had some good laughs.
well,
She-
Hang on.
Oh. What?
Got a surprise for y'all. This one's yours. This one's yours. Put
Thank
that in your
you.
ear. Put that in your ear.
okay.
So I got a special guest coming on.
This just said battery's low.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Okay, we'll try. I mean, what are we doing?
Well, I got a special guest that I'm gonna call. I got a message. Got a message yesterday, as a matter of fact, and they said that I could call them in, and it has something to do with the previous episode. I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but it's somebody related to somebody that we talked about. So,
Okay. Okay.
Getting popular.
Okay.
So hopefully that battery is good there. So let me.
Is this somebody we know? Is this somebody from Antarctica?
Probably Antarctica.
Maybe. All right.
Who we about to talk to?
I don't know. Whatever you do, do not mash that fart machine while we're talking
Let
to
me watch
somebody.
it one more time. Okay.
How old are you?
He sent me his
I remember.
number. Hang on one second.
Oh, it's ringing.
I hear it.
Can you ring?
What are we supposed to say?
I don't know.
I don't even know who we're calling.
Can they hear us?
Can they hear
Yeah,
us?
they'll be able to hear you.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Who
Who's
is
that?
this?
This is the Well Shoot podcast. Who is this?
I don't reckon I know what that is.
This is it's Tim. I mean Tim's brother, actually, Tom.
Oh, is this Tom? Tom, wait.
It's Tom,
Tim
yeah.
from the.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Tell him that Christian called and talked to you yesterday about the Well Shoot podcast, calling in and talking to him about his brother Tim.
Wait, do you have a brother?
Yeah, why? Why you ask?
Well, is your brother's name Tim? Tim Peeler?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is
I got a
Tim's
brother,
brother?
named
And your
Okay.
name is What's your name?
It's Tom.
Tom.
It's
He said Tom. His name's Tom.
Can we call you Tomothy?
What do you need?
So
Okay.
So we talked to Tim, or we saw Tim on the YouTube, right?
That was like a 2010 video.
Right. So
Oh,
Tim,
I already know what y'all about to ask.
what do you think we're gonna ask you?
Y'all want to talk about that Bigfoot? I know. I already know.
Oh, well, Tom, do you know anything about Bigfoot?
Yeah.
What do you know about Bigfoot?
Well, he's out there.
Well, he is.
Have you seen Bigfoot?
I ain't seen him, but Tim did. Showed me. He told me all them details, and there ain't no way he's lying.
Well, is Tim trustworthy?
Well, I mean, he is my brother, but
Okay.
I mean, sometimes he ain't. You know, he. But for the most part, I don't think he'll make that up and something like that. But you know, I mean, he ain't one to cause a big stir about something like that. I mean, if he says he's seen it, I mean, he described it in pretty good detail.
Well, remind us what he said. How Bigfoot looked.
Who'd y'all say this was?
Well, my name's Molly.
My name's Mitzi.
We have a podcast, and we were talking about Bigfoot in one of our episodes, and Mitzi actually showed me the video of your brother, I guess, if this really is his brother.
Y'all making money off this?
No.
No. Mm-mm.
This is just for fun.
We just saw him that he got rid of him by saying, "Get."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's well, let me just, I don't want y'all to be benefiting off of this that you asking me about. I'll be glad to share with you, but if you're going to be making some money, I mean, I expect a check in the mail.
Well, or do you live close to your brother?
Yeah. Right down the road.
Right down
Well,
the
maybe
road.
we could send him a T-shirt.
Okay. Wait, can he call us?
I don't know. He's probably drinking.
Oh,
well. he can call us still, I guess.
He could.
We don't mind talking to him.
He
You
ain't
think
been
that-
right since he seen that thing. Let me just tell you. He's been messed up. It scared him pretty handily.
What?
Man, that thing, he said that thing was 10 foot tall. And he said it had this long flowing hair and talked about how pretty his hair was. He even said it had 6 fingers. I don't even know how you count the fingers on that thing. I mean, if I seen that thing, I wouldn't have known how many fingers it would have had. I wouldn't even know to look at his fingers. I'd have been scared. I'd done run back in the house. And I reckon he rough talked that thing out of there. How you think about that?
Well,
Then he
that's
said
about
it
right.
come back. It come back. He said it was kind of pretty, but it was kind of scary at the same time.
I understand.
I mean, what would you do if you seen it?
I don't know. Honestly, I didn't even believe until I watched that video with your brother.
He said it pulled a tree right up out the ground and
goodness.
throwed it at him.
Goodness,
And
I
that's
didn't hear
when he
that
said,
part.
"You get out of here! You get!" I reckon it startled him enough that it run on down the road, up back in the woods, wherever it went. I don't know where it went. I didn't see it.
But you
But I
haven't
saw
seen
that
any
tree
evidence
pulled up by the-
since.
He pulled that tree up by the roots. It was about big around my leg or so, and I don't know. I think it was a cedar tree, if I remember correctly.
Mm.
But he pulled it up by the roots, and he threw that thing at my brother, trying to kill him, I reckon. he done killed this dog and a couple of his chickens, or he said it did. I don't know what killed it, but that's what he claims. He saw this footprint.
So how big was the
Don't worry
footprint?
about a chicken coop and a dog pen.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think we're supposed to think?
I don't know. That's kind of what we wanted to ask you. That's kind of why we wanted to contact your brother. But I feel like you are a pretty close second. I feel like y'all are a lot alike.
He won't talk about it.
He won't talk.
He's startled. He ain't been right. I don't know, 12, 15 years, 10 years. I don't know how long it's been.
He's not been right since. Well, I hate that.
He done took the drinking real hard. He's on these drugs. I don't see it right. I don't think you ought to call him.
Okay, we won't call him then. But I'm glad that we got to talk to you.
Yeah.
Because this has been eye opening. Because I didn't know about the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She showed it. I saw the hole in the ground and the tree pulled up by its roots and everything. I saw them footprints, and I seen all kind of signs of it. I ain't seen it myself, but I believe him, and I don't reckon he'd have no reason to lie about it. Like I said, he ain't been right in years, so something got to him, and that's all I can recollect that it could have been.
Well,
other than that, he's got a pretty good life. He got an old lady friend, comes around every now and then. He likes to take her to the bowling alley.
Oh.
And yeah. He told me he bought a $2.94 the other day. Can you believe it?
I don't know if I believe.
I don't believe
I don't
that.
know if I believe a lot of it.
I guess
Tom?
we should believe it because, if he lied about bowling, would he lie about Bigfoot?
Tom, are you there?
I don't know.
Oh.
He said, I don't know.
Oh. Well, we appreciate you
mean,
talking to us and
Yeah.
everything. That was
Yeah.
good to hear.
If you got any more questions, you can go ahead and ask them now. I don't want you calling back.
Oh. Do you
Oh.
have any more questions?
I don't really know what else to ask him.
Well, if you talk to Tim and he says that he's seen anything else since, or if you
I
hear,
will say this now. I hear some of the awfulest hollering out there in the woods you ever heard. And it's pretty daggum scary, and I just assume that's what it is.
what does it sound like?
Can you make the sound?
Kind of like this.
Goodness.
What do you think that could be?
I don't
what else
know.
could it be?
I've never heard that sound
It has
before.
to be Bigfoot. That is the only thing I know. It has to be. If it sounds like that.
I'm not sure.
Sound just like
Oh, yeah.
Let me look up what sound Bigfoot makes.
Well, so, Tom, do you know anyone else besides your brother Tim who has seen or had some kind of encounter with Bigfoot?
There's been some talk around the town. A few other people claim, but they can't describe it like no Tim does.
Okay.
So I don't know if they just making it up or what, but I mean, there has been a few others that had said they had some encounters and whatnot, but I just don't know. I mean, like I said, I live right down the road from Tim. I ain't seen the thing, but I heard him and I seen the footprints and I seen the tree he pulled up out the ground. So.
Well, again, Tom, we appreciate your time and appreciate you talking to the Well Shoot podcast. We'll have to get your address. If you'll send it to Christian, I think I don't know who contacted who. If he contacted you, you contacted him. You contacted him. Okay, and then
We'll send him a shirt and maybe a hat with "Will Shoot" on it.
Okay.
Will that be okay, Tom?
Yeah, I reckon that'll work.
Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, let's
But hey, before we leave this phone call, will you say, well, shoot for us?
I reckon I will.
Yeah,
you
just
want
do
me
it
to
like
say
real,
you just
like
want
real
me to say,
loud
well,
and
shoot?
slow. What do you say?
Wow, shit.
Thank you, Tom. I
Thanks,
appreciate
Tom. You have a good night.
it. Yes. Bye, Tom.
You ladies have a good night. I'll
Hey,
talk
you
to
too.
y'all never again.
Okay.
Never again.
Never again.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Say y'all.
Oh, that's great.
Well,
Huh? Are we still recording?
I don't even know what to say.
I don't know what just happened. Okay, let's get to our product review real quick, and we'll talk about that later.
Okay. I'm just, yeah, okay.
That was a lot to take in.
Let's just first, what in the world just happened?
How'd you get in touch with him?
A friend from North Carolina knew him, or knew of him, and said something about they knew somebody that could get in touch with him. So just a friend through a friend through a friend.
Okay.
Through a friend.
Well, thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right. Well, that was a
was
lot.
fun. I can't believe we had someone call in to the show.
I don't know
That's
what kind
like-
of noise he just made, but that was great.
That was awesome, though. Just have someone. I didn't know we could even do that.
That was pretty cool. So we
I
can do
like
that
that.
some more. Like if we want to talk
So
to
if
some
somebody
friends,
wants
we
to
can do that
call-
again.
Yeah, that'd be great. Okay.
That was a nice surprise for the show. Thank
Yes.
you. Was that for Mother's Day?
That was from us.
Oh,
Thank you. Product review.
Yes. This is crazy, though. Like,
This is not
'cause-
really something you can. I mean, you have to
No,
buy the
you
stuff,
just
but
make it. But
yeah, this is DIY. Kill the gnats.
and
Raise
that happens
your
a
hand.
lot this time of year for us.
Oh God, for me it does. Raise your hand if you have those gnats or fruit flies in your house,
Right here. Me.
particularly in the sink, and of course, fruit, but anything sweet, they just tend to gravitate. And this is something we saw on Facebook, and we decided to try it.
It's really,
It kind of looks gross.
it's gross. You chop up a wiener, right?
Mm-hmm.
A hot dog wiener. And, you got
Got
a
a
bunch
lot in
here.
there. I know.
That's gross. And then you put, I guess, just any kind of,
It's syrup. Just
Just
it
any
has to have
kind?
sugar in it.
yeah. I mean, and you can see like it's not very much. I mean, did you put a whole
No,
hot dog wiener or half?
I put a whole hot dog wiener, and then not very much sugar, and then you poke holes in the top of the jar.
Yep. Right there. And I don't know if they can see you got all kinds of gnats up in
I
here.
know, but at least they're not flying around the
So
kitchen.
they'll
They
go in
there.
there. They'll go in there because they want to get to that mess, whatever. And then they can't get out.
Yep, they
And
get
then they
stuck to
die.
the syrup, and it works.
Yes,
So
I mean, that's-
that is our product review. No,
No,
it does
you
not
can't
stink.
smell it. Mm-mm.
We kept ours out for probably 6 months, and you never smelled anything. It is kind of gross to look at, but if you want to put it to where it's like not so out there, but I mean, I put it right by the sink.
Right. Well,
But-
I put mine out, I guess it was about a week ago. How long you've had yours?
About a week ago.
I mean, I don't have that many in there. You must have a lot in your sink.
It must be dirty.
I doubt that.
It's probably,
Your house is clean.
It's
so.
probably
But it's supposed to be in your pipes. Like they say they lay eggs. That's just so gross.
really.
I read about it. It's
I
like,
thought the bug man said they came from outside somehow.
I thought it.
but it could be
I thought-
both.
We're going to look that up.
I bet they come in from outside and lay eggs in your pipe, and then they keep multiplying.
And they hatch and they come out.
So it's
Because you
probably
see
both.
them in their sink a lot. So they're just
Yes.
coming out. But, I mean, mine's not that full, but I mean, I've got a lot that's in there.
Sometimes I pour bleach down the sink, and it helps a little bit. But this is the thing we found that helps the most. We bought those little apples that have the apple cider vinegar.
Yes.
and this is much better.
I mean, those little things work too, but that 10 times better. Mm-hmm. And I mean, it's
true.
just something they can do at home.
Yeah.
Really easy.
There's no link for that. You can make that at home. Mm-hmm. We just washed it at the end when they kind of start going away, when weather gets cooler. Wash it and save the jar and use it again the next year. That's our review. I think that's about all. We've had lots of things go on. Mm-hmm. Brain fog, Tom, that, our review. Well,
Shoot. Can't believe you brought a fart machine. and placed it under my chair. Do it one more time. I feel like I need to lean up every time you do it.
Okay,
Ready?
do it.
1, 2, 3. Why?
Because I'm 12, I guess.
I know, and I'm laughing at it like I'm 12.
I know, it's funny.
Oh, goodness. I've laughed so hard this episode.
This has been a good
My
one.
side's hurting.